You know, like, well, so, you know, like, well, today is what day? Okay, the best part about, you know, like, um, being locked down, quarantine, is you basically, you forget that, you know, like, what day is the day. So, like, this is the most exciting part. You like my background? So, like, you know, if you don't like, you know, next time we can change to other background, man. You know, I think the background is pretty cool. So, like, you know, maybe every different call, we change a different background. Okay, you know, like, it's a bit hot. Actually, I'm trying to wait for the, you know, like, well, I try to wait for the aircon to be cold, you know, like, because just now I came in, I just on the aircon now. Okay. Today we're going to run a topic that requested by Jeremy. Thank you, Jeremy, for requesting a topic, which is quite cool. So it's better that, you know, well, some of us, you know, like, can't be bothered with thinking about what topic or anything, you know, like, well, for me to run, keep on like, oh yeah, Terence, we want your call, we want your call. You want my call for what? You just want to see me. You might as well, you know. I take a photo, I send to you, and then you put it on your screen, you know, like, well, your handphone screen, and then you can see me every day, you know, like, at all time, you know, like, well, it's even better. Okay. So, like, you know, the iPhone, you can nowadays you can put in there. I can send you the one can move one. So, like, you can press it, then you can see me move my smile, no smile, smile, no smile. Oh, and that even better, right? Okay, cool. Never mind, skip the nonsense. You know, let us get going. So today the topic is about complacency, you know, like, and contentment. You know, like, contentment. So, like, at first when I saw this topic, right, I'm like, you know, a lot of you, like, you know, you are more not very good, like, you must be thinking like complacency and contentment actually it sound the same. It all start with C. So, like, you know, what is the difference? So after I, you know, look into it a little bit more, oh, so now I understand a little bit better. So, you know, are you ready? If you're ready, we're going to get started. You know, like, I'm going to give you some example. What is complacency first? You know, like, and then, you know, like, example of contentment. So to let you have a better understanding. So you must be thinking that why am I, you know, going left and right at all time? Because I want to see that, you know, which one it is better. Because I turn right side, there is turn left side. So I turn left side, there is turn right side. So I need to get used to it. Okay. So I just ask, you know, like, some questions. So that for all of you that in Singapore, that do you miss me? You know, it's been a while, like, you know, like, well, I've not been going back to Singapore, man. Yeah, so I assume that, yeah, me is, you know, like, well, so, you know, it's kind of funny that I talk to myself when all of you are on mail. So, like, you know, some of you that please be focused where I'm not, where I'm sharing that you're looking at a phone, playing on phone, on the book key on the third level, you know, like, well, on the higher floor, that one behind, you know, like, sitting there, white color shirt, you know, like, well, playing with the phone, you know, who is that? No, I'm just joking, you know, like, well, don't be too serious. That is fine. Okay, so are you ready? Okay, so, like, you know, like, well,
They
today
are
the
not on
topic,
the
you know,
phone. You're not
uh,
on the phone.
okay, no lah, they are taking out notes lah. Don't worry. Okay, so let me share with you what does complacency means. Complacency means that, you know, like, well, it is a person when always they always think that they are good enough, they are strong enough, they know everything. So they can get everything sorted out, you know, like, well, they are not worried at all, you know, they feel that, you know, everything is easy for them, they can get things done, you know, like, all this. So how often that you see people that is like complacent? Let me tell you all the time. You know, the moment that, you know, someone they high roll for the week, they feel that they are happy with it, and then after that they cannot high roll again, they get upset. So when they're high roll, you know, that's when they're complacent and they never continue to improve themselves, finding the why, finding the reason, finding the how on they can repeat the same thing again and again and again. So this is when they struggle. Okay. So let me share with you, you know, there's a point that, you know, like, well, how do you know that you are being complacent? Okay. So like now, so like, you know, points that, you know, how do you identify or know that you are being complacent? Number one, when a person that feel complacent is they always don't feel scared. They don't feel nervous, they don't feel scared. You know, like, Terence, don't feel nervous, don't feel scared is good, right? Let me tell you, it's wrong. You know, like, well, if you ask me, even today, you know, like, well, I'm running, even like a call like this, you know, like, you must be thinking that, Terence, you run a lot of call already, you know, will you feel, you know, like, nervous, you know, like, while running a call? until today, I still feel very nervous whenever I'm about to run the call, because I'll be nervous that, well, what if I didn't run the call well? What if that, well, it didn't do properly? What if this? What if that? Well, I I I still very nervous, at all time. Like every time, even I run a meeting, I run a workshop, I felt the same way. So you think about it, every day you go down to the field, like if you go down to the field, you don't feel scared or nervous, that means that you are complacent, because you think that, like, well, you're able to get it done easily. Feeling scared and nervous and feeling confident is different. Feeling I am confident to run it, but I'm nervous. I'm scared because like, well, I scared that, like, I might not do well enough. But I'm confident I can do the job. But I only scared that I might not do well enough. I'm nervous that, like, well, maybe my performance today is not that good, but I'm confident that I'm able to get it done. Okay, that's point number one. Point number two is like, like, well, how do you know that you are complacent? Is you did not learn or try anything new. So when I always remind myself that, like, well, when the last time that I learned something new. Now I'll tell you that last night I learned something new again. I always remind myself that I need to always do something that I never did it before, because why? So like when I try, when I'm doing something that I never do it before, this is when I started to get better. This is when I started to know how. This is when I started to find more solution, how to overcome the challenges and the problems. So like this is when I always understand that I would never put myself in a complacent, situation when I always try to do things that I never did it before. So the third point, okay, do you feel challenged? Do you feel being challenged? So like, if you don't feel, like being challenged, that means that, like, well, you are not, you are complacent, because like, like everything that you are doing is easy for you. You are just repeating, a process that you know how to do it. You never, improve yourself. Okay. So number four, just cruising through a routine. So like, Terence, you told us to have a routine. Yes, I asked you to have a routine, but your routine doesn't mean that you need to cruise with the same routine all the way. My routine, I have a schedule. It's not a routine. I have a schedule that, what to do and when. So like the routine might be different. Why I need to be different? Because, like every single day, the world is moving, like our group is moving. So like you will meet up with a lot of different things. Think about it. The routine is like waking up, in the morning, like, well, get ready and go to the office and run the meeting, and that's it. But my routine now is waking up at home, like, well, get myself ready, jump into 1-2 call before I'm running a workshop now, like on with you. So the routine might be different. When you have a routine that you're cruising, means that, like, well, just like you are going out to the sea, you're just cruise in the sea, that you never have a chance to meet up with a thunderstorm. So you don't meet up with thunderstorm, like, well, you never have a chance to learn, like how to overcome thunderstorm. So I'll tell you, the best example that I always, like, well, learn over the years is like, when, as a sailor, the sailor go out to the sea, the best thing that they can meet up with is always the thunderstorm. You must be thinking that, Terence, you're crazy. Who wanted to meet up with the thunderstorm? I'll tell you, the bigger the thunderstorm, like, well, the more opportunity there is. I have shared this many calls, like, well, I hope you remember. Number five, resistant to change. How often that, like, while you are changing, how, like, it's not how often you change. When I say change, it's how often you change to improve yourself. So like most of the time, people always stuck in this. It's like they are resistant to change because they feel that their routine, like, well, able to get them to earn this money, they are happy. So, but you got to understand, you are happy at where you are. Doesn't mean that the rest of the people or the industry or the market relevant is not moving ahead. Everything is learning, everything is growing, everything is getting better. But if you are not changing yourself to keep up with the market and to be relevant, you are outdated. I remember that, like, well, early in February, on the end of February, it's not early in February, end of February, like, well, I invited some people come to my house, then I run a few calls, a workshop on Facebook. One of the things that I talk about is about sales owner versus, like, like, well, non-sales owner, building organization or running a sales team. So I remember that topic, to me is very, very good topic because, a lot of time, a lot of owners, a lot of the people that in the industry, they always forget about, the difference between a sales owner and running an organization. That is something that over 11 years, that never once that I forget about it, like, until today, I'm still so firm and knowing that I'm here to build an organization. I'm not here to run the sales team because running a sales team, you only focus on the numbers that, like, well, the sales that people is delivering. Running an organization, you always focus on developing people. So for me, why, like, well, you can hear all the topic that I run is always telling you that how to get better, to be a better person, to be a better version of yourself. It's not to do more sales today. Okay, so in order you wanted to get better, you must understand you need to improve. You need to make changes to your routine, changes to what you are learning, changes to the people that you talk to. Okay, next, like, well, number 6, if you always feel stuck and stagnant, okay, maybe you don't feel stuck, but you feel stagnant. You feel stagnant is when it's like, I've been in this position as a team leader or as a senior leader in the office, like, well, for a long period of time. That is when you got to know you are in that position for a long period of time is because you are complacent. Because you never did the rest of the above 6. That's why you are always there. Uh, I never remember the last time that I stuck in a position for very long. I think the longest position that I stuck with is being an organization head. Ha ha ha. Oh, we must feel like, holy shit. Think about it. When I stuck, the longest one is being an organization head. At that time, I thought that I become a organization head. I want to get myself straight away to vice president, like as an SP. So, but over the years, like, well, James had told me that, oh no, like you should just focus on running a country, learning how to run a country. So I spent a good 3 years, in 2.5 years to run the country, and then I did not focus to get myself complete the SP. And you know what? Bloody hell shit. And then other people get, like advanced to SPP for me, and I so pissed off. Okay. So, but never mind. It's okay. The past is the past. We remember it, but I don't dwell with the past. We're moving on. So, like now I want to ask you. So, like, I'm in a position at SP. I'm going to stay at SP like forever and ever. I got no more position going up. Is it true? No, it's not true. I'm not going to be here forever. Let me tell you what. I'm going to be a different. I'm going to be an SP. You're going to like advance. Like SP. Like, well, more SP by myself. When I say as one SP by myself, it's the difference between, like, well, it might all somebody get to SP by themselves. Okay, I want to work with my first gen, like, well, to get them to become a senior partner and like SPO, organization head, before they become an SP. I want to be with them together to go through the journey. When I say be with them, doesn't mean that I help them to do it or they become an SPs because of me. No, we do it together. Like, well, I wanted to work with them. And I don't want to just work with them to get them to become an SP. I want to work with them to help them to promote, advance another SP. Okay? So, and number 7, is when your actions are predictable. So, like, what if my actions are predictable? For example, if that week that you didn't do well, the next week, like, well, your mood is very low. Okay, or maybe like, like, well, every week, your owner would know that, you go to fall sick MC for a day, you never come. So, or maybe like, like, well, sometimes when somebody says something, make a statement, and then you started to be angry. And then you started like, and I will tell you, be predictable. It's not a bad thing. But be predictable is like, when you're predictable as a consistent behavior, which is good. But it's not good when you started to become a predictable on your bad behavior. When you respond negatively. I will tell you, right, I'm with some of the owners that we are very close, beside working partner, we are all friends, like, well, personally as well. So whenever we hang out, we're going out, right, I will tell you some joke, right, is this. It's like when we are hanging out, when we go out for chill out, drinking and all these things, I can always predict, like, well, my owner's behavior or what they will do when I say something. Or when I make an action, I know that they will behave like that. I'll tell you, right, to me, I always, to them, they don't understand. Why, Terence, you every time you do this, you know that we are peaceful. Why you keep on doing this? Okay, the answer is very simple. You want to see that when you start to improve yourself or when you started to become a different person. Remember, it's not a different person. You improve yourself, you become a better version of yourself. So like when I see them keep on repeating, like the same behavior, to me in my heart it's like, okay, can cook. So like he's still the same. Or when people started to improve, they behave differently or they react differently. I'm like, wow, like well, I know this guy is slowly getting better. I was started to be impressed with them. This is how I look at it. So the number 8, like no ambition and stop growing. Very easy to tell this, okay? When there is no advancement, okay? When there is no things is happening in the MO or in the team, in the office, there's no team leader advancement, there's no senior team leader advancement, there's nobody advancement. Let me tell you, do you anyone that, in Singapore feel that, viewers organization is being complacent? The answer is no. Why viewers is not complacent? Wow, we see that viewers having, early in January, have assistant owner advancement. Last year, also advanced owner partner. And then, in March, advanced another owner partner. So how does complacent being linked to viewers organization? I'll tell you, viewers organization is never complacent, for a period of time. Of course, it took some time for Val to understand how to run it, but I'm glad. I'm very happy that Val able to do that. I'm very happy that Val now, find the key, how to unlock all this advancement. And then, in fact, they're doing very, very well. If you ask me, if you want to become a leader of the pack, you want to run an office, you want to be in this industry, you got to remember, your purpose, your goal to be here is to get other people advanced. Is to continuously to pass on the opportunity, the skill set to other people. Sorry, I run, talk until got the voice running up. So, like if you do not do that, and then you should be questioning yourself, questioning that, like why are you still here when there's nobody, continuously getting the opportunity. If you are a leader or team leader or STR, you got to remember in your team, every week, every month, how many new leader advance. So like, I remember when I first joined the business in my first 9 months before I become an owner, or even I become an owner, I have a target. When I'm a leader, I tell myself every month I need to advance 2 leaders. So like if I advance 2 leaders in a month, so like 6 months later, I will have 12 leaders. 8 months later, I have 16 leaders. That's why I advanced to become an owner partner in 9 months. So like it's as easy as that. Each month, every 2 weeks, advance 1 new leader. So in order to advance 1 new leader, you need to make sure you have new people joining the team. When you started to have like 5, 6, 7, 8 people, it might not be your first gen. It might be your second gen or third gen. It doesn't matter. As long as your team, you advance 1 people, every 2 weeks, then you are on the way to ownership. This is how I do it when I'm a leader, I'm a STL. So when I become an owner, I tell myself that, I need to make sure that I advance, team leader, STL, every quarter. So like now, T.I.G, for the first quarter of this year, going to end soon, which is being hit very hard by COVID-19 virus, itself. We are still easily hitting around like near to 30 advancement in Q1 of 2020. That shows that how weak we are. That, even in such a period, we still able to break through. Okay, that means that you can see the ambition of us, of us T.I.G. Okay, you can see that we are growing. You can see that we never stop growing. We keep going. Despite like tough time, challenging time, we still do whatever we can. Number 9, people feel life is perfect and comfortable. Okay, when you started to feel that your owner or your leader of the pack, like it's being too comfortable, let me tell you, go and talk to them and challenge them that you want to get advanced. Okay, so like it's the same thing as well. All my owner, they never have a chance to talk to me like this, to tell me that, hey, Terence, you are too comfortable. Because I'm always on the ball to be the one to chase them, to make sure that they will be on the ball to keep on growing for themselves. They are not doing this for me. They are doing it for themselves. I am running and chasing is doing it for them. So like, well, if you are where you are, think about it. Don't be worried if your owner are complacent. Okay, because you're in TIG. In TIG, regardless that you are in which office, like where you are, who you are, how many generation you are from TIG, I'll tell you, as long as you do the right thing, we'll have the people outside there to support you and help you. But you got to understand, you got to have a conversation with your owner, setting expectation as well, for yourself, to tell your owner you want to achieve this. What can you do? What they want you to do. If you have done it, your owner doesn't keep their promises or commitment towards you, you let me know. Okay? So this is the 9 point of people that, showing complacency. I hope that you can hear me. Okay, if you can't, you can repeat the video and then you can, go through that again. So now I'm going to share with you, what is the difference between the other side, of complacency and contentment. So it's a very vague, area, there's a lot of people that, think that they are doing the right thing by they are being complacent. But I'll tell you, I'll share with you the difference. People that seriously now, points on contentment. People feel contentment is people that genuinely happy. Genuinely happy. Okay, so let me ask you, you look at me, every time you have a chance to look at me. If you ask me, so when the time that I get angry, when the time I'm not happy. I'm not happy is when you are not growing. I'm not happy is that when you are not a better version of yourself. I'm not happy is when you stop improving yourself. I'm not happy is when, you stop asking questions. So I will never be unhappy, because if you ask me that in my life now, I'm very happy. I'm very contented already. Why? Because 11 years ago, I'll never once imagine that I will be able to reach where I am today. Even that with this COVID-19, I'm fine. It's okay. It's gonna hit me very hard. But you know what? Can be worse. Can be worse than 11 years ago. So no matter how hard it is, that's life. That's up and down. So now I need to learn how to deal with the down. And this down, it's not only me myself learn about it. And you gotta understand, even you go and ask other people that, about how to deal with, COVID-19. Nobody can tell you because every one of us going through the same thing together. So it's only people that with a stronger mindset that are able to do it. And surprisingly, last night before I sleep, I went on my Facebook, I started to see a lot of international, motivational speaker. They all go to live like me. But the difference is they go live, to public. I didn't do that, I only live towards you guys. And why I don't want, because I don't want to be a public I don't want to be a public figure. I'm more than happy to just within the business for yourself, for all my people. That's it. I'm good with that. I'm very contented to be just like that. It's enough. I don't want it to be like for other people. I think I got more things to learn. It's not that I don't have confidence, but I think that I'm more happy to be like this. Where I am now. So, are you ready? Sorry, drink some tea first. This is the time advertisement come out. Ding, 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 ding. If you wanted to put some advertisement, please let us know. Dial this number +6591131188. We will give you the space for advertisement when Terrence Day is running the topic. Ding, 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 ding.
Commercial break.
Okay, are you ready? Point for contentment. When people that are genuinely happy, they feel contented is when they always understand they feel grateful. They feel grateful towards their life. They feel grateful towards the people around them. They feel grateful, towards their family, everything they have now. When I say that, feel grateful is like they will understand how to look at what they have rather than looking at what they don't have. They will understand to look at what they have rather than looking at what they don't have. Okay? So that's point number one. Second, is people genuinely happy and contented is they always know how to express gratitude. When I express gratitude, I want to tell you, Express gratitude, there's a lot of ways to doing it. And I think a lot of people, that first level of expressing gratitude, right, is like giving gift. Okay, give buying something for people, that means that, like, well, it's gratitude. I personally, I think a lot of people misuse this or don't really understand this. Buying gift, like, well, is the level one. It's level one. Okay, buying expensive gift is better. That's level two. Buying super expensive gift, is even better. That's level three. So, like, the value of the gift, it matters. It's a joke. Okay, funny. I laugh to myself. Like, well, okay. As you can see, like Jerry, when I talk about this buying gift, he run away. He tell me that, oh yeah, I'm not listening. Fuck you, Terence. Go away. Okay, never mind. It's okay. I will tell you, don't understand that. Like, well, running the call like this on your own, like, well, it's not easy because you got to self entertain, you got to talk to your phone, looking at your own picture. I'll tell you, it's so funny. But let me tell you, express gratitude. Okay, I'll tell you, the highest level of express gratitude is when you sincerely care for the person that, like, well, you wanted to express your gratitude. Means that the best thing that you can provide to express your gratitude is really you care and concern. You really be with them. You really, like, like, well, understand, showing empathy. Like, well, being there, especially during tough time like this or more challenging time. Like, well, people that understand and able to show gratitude are the people that, are there. Okay. So, like, the rest of the things, that buying gift, well, celebration, all these things, which is good, it's a form. It's better than you do nothing. Don't I never say that, the buying gift is not good. It's the only saying that buying gift is level one. But if to me, right, if you really ask me that, what is the best way, I did everything. I buy, like normal gift, I buy expensive gift, I buy super expensive gift. I did it, like everything, to James. Because, I don't know how to show my gratitude. And when I first, like, well, like feel, because I learned a lot of things from him, like, well, I got a lot of chance, like opportunity through him as well. And only recent years that I realized that, like, well, people that really that appreciate, like, well, like like the best way to show gratitude to them is when you are with them. And you got to know, everyone, no matter how great the person is, they have their downtime. The best way to show gratitude is when you are with them, during their most difficult time. I'll tell you, that is priceless. I have did that quite a few times, like, well, with a few individual. So, like, I really feel that, it is like money cannot buy. You are sincerely being there for them. Okay, so this is my version of, like, express gratitude. Number three, living in the moment. Living in the moment is not cruising. Living in the moment is appreciating the moment there, like, well, and, like the moment of celebration, the moment that being together, having the, like appreciation, being together. Now, because of this COVID-19, as you can see that most of us, we cannot travel, we're all, in Malaysia on lockdown, like, well. So now you think back there, all this while, when I'm back in Singapore, some of you, some session you join, some session you don't have, like some, now you want to see me, having karaoke session with me or in my workshop, like hang out with me. You can't having me there. So you got to remember the next time when we are all, like back to normal again. So, like, be appreciate. You need to learn how to appreciate the moment. Let me ask you, when is the ones that, like, what I hang out with any one of you, I'm running any workshop, and then I am not giving my best or I'm not enjoying my moment. I always enjoying my moment all the time. Okay. For those that we always hang out, I'm sure that, well, you understand. Number four, number three, okay, using positive rather than negative energy. What is the difference between positive and negative energy? Okay, positive energy is compliment. Negative energy is scolding. I know that. Positive energy is okay. Smile is positive. No smile is negative. Uh, Happy is positive. Enjoy is positive. Participating is positive. You know, like, well, you just look at, you know, happy, sad is negative. You know, like participating is positive. You know, non-participating is negative, and engagement is positive. Non-engagement is negative. What else? You know, it's just that you got to understand. My Angmo is not very good. The Angmo is not very good. Cannot come up with a lot of words to share with you. But I know what else. Let me think about it on our day to day. Being there, you know, like, well, okay, it may sound wrong. Being there doesn't mean that you got to be there all the time. You know, I remember that, you know, last week I shared with one of the owners, you know, in Malaysia about this. I told them that, I say, you know, I told the person this. I say, you got to understand one thing. You know, like I say, getting yourself involved is very important. Involvement. I say, you know, I always see a lot of session you are not there. You know, why you are not there? If you are not there because you already have a pre-planned schedule, you know that you are doing something, we all understand. When you are not there, we don't blame you. But we will feel it's very different that, you know, like, how come we know that you stay alone, you don't have any commitment, no have partner with you now. So why are you not joining us? So, like, you know, if you're not joining us, means that is negative, because if you have something to do, you're not joining us, we understand. We don't see that as negative. But you don't have anything to do and then you're not joining us, then this is our concern, because we'll feel that, you know, like you don't have the interest to join us as well. That's negative. So remember, you know, like, well, using positive more than negative energy. Yeah. Number 5, you know, like, well, which is like good nature and easy to converse with. Okay, what is good nature? So Terence, are you good nature? I'm good nature inside, but not very good nature outside. No, it's not true. But good nature and easy to talk to is like, I'll tell you, right, why more female will have no barrier to come and talk to me compared to the male. Because the male, you know, like when a male go to a male, they'll feel that the ego is there. So, like, you know, like, and number one. Second, they will feel that, you know, they always do comparison. Female, they will not do a comparison with a male, you know, especially like, you know, like, well, the leader of the pack, they will not do a comparison. But a male, they will. Okay, there'll be times that a female will have a hard time to go to the female owners. That is true, because it's a direct, you know, like, well, conversion. So, if you ask me, you know, what does this point number 4 means, is like, you know, like, well, good nature, easy to converse with, is like, you know, you got to understand, you want people to talk to you more. What should you do? You should listen more. And I think a lot of time that, you know, like, well, we all train, you know, being a salespeople, we always like to talk more than we listen. So, you know, I read the book, the world best leader are all great listeners. So, like, when I first started off in the business for the first 5 years, I may tell you, I don't listen. I only tell my team, you know, to do what I wanted to do. I don't listen to them. But after I started to read the book and understand, you know, like, well, for the philosophy behind, you know, being a listener, and this is where my organization grow even bigger. So that, because I started to listen to what my owners want, I started to listen to what the people want. I started to provide for them to achieve what they want for themselves. Okay, that's point number 5. Point number 6, having self-confidence. Having self-confidence. You know, like, you must be thinking, you know, like, well, what does having self-confidence, you know, mean? Having self-confidence means that if you do not trust yourself, nobody will. So, like, you believe in yourself, you trust yourself. How does that work? Trust yourself, believe yourself is like, you know, even you know that you are not capable, but you believe yourself that you will do all you can to do it, rather than you don't even try to do anything about it at all. Okay, so that is very important to understand this statement. You know, having confidence is, even you are doing things that you know you are not good at it, you never did it before, you're still doing it. Why? Because, you know, like, well, you know that you will give your best shot. I always do everything that I never do it before. I never, you know, I don't know how to do it, but I still take it out and do it, because I know I will give my best shot. Even I give my best shot, it may not be the best, you know, like, well, result, but this is the opportunity I can learn and get better. Okay. Point number what? Number 6. You know, adaptable. Number 6 or number 7? You know, like, well, okay. Never mind, it's okay, you know, like, well, I thought point number 6. You know, point number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Point number 7. Well, this is good. People, you know, oh, sorry. Well, my text nowadays is automatically changed one. You know, well, point number 7, adaptable. Okay. If you want to, you know, adaptable means that, you know, a lot of times you are being in an environment that you're not used to it, you're not comfortable, but you're still being there. Or you are joining, you know, you are eating food that, you know, you never tried it before, but you're willing to try. Adaptable is when you are hanging out with people that you are not comfortable with, but you try to adapt. This is one of the key try to break out from your comfort zone. I always I always label myself. If you ask me, Terence, what is one of your strengths that you can share with us? I'll tell you there is a few, but one of the best, one of the strongest strength that I have is I am super adaptable. I can go to any country, any culture, you know, like, and started to, you know, like, well, be like them. So the key word here is, are you willing to do that, or will you do that? So a lot of time that people don't understand, you know, like, well, they don't do that. A lot of time it's like people think that, you know, like, well, why should I adapt to here? You know, I just be myself. I'm not asking you to change yourself. I'm asking you to have additional, you know, skill set, experience, you know, for yourself by being adaptable to the new environment so you can learn even better more things. So I want a key thing is that I'm adaptable because that's why, you know, like, well, I'm adaptable to the industry. You know, very fast that when I joined the business, I really started to understand on how to, you know, being here. Okay. So like, you know, point number 8, will be always looking for the next thing to learn or challenge themselves. So as it's a totally opposite from the point that, you know, like, well, complacency. So if you want to, best way to define or best way to make sure that you are not complacent is always finding things that you will feel is very challenging to do. And when things that you're very challenging to do, when you're finding way how to do it, that's when you learn. So if all of you out there, you know, like, well, remember this, if today got a new project, you got a chance, fight for it. If a new task, you know, new account, new responsibility coming up, fight for it. Don't worry how to do it. Don't worry you know how to do it or not. Just fight for it and learn how to do it. That's when you will not be complacent. You will improve. Okay. Point number 9. Oh no, like, well, point number 9 is always doing something different. Always doing something different. Um, I don't think that I will be where I am if until today I'm still just going down to the field doing sales. I will don't think that I can become an SP now. The key thing I remember, my first month, I learned how to do the sales, and then I learned how to bring observer. I learned how to train my new people. Second month, I already learned how to manage a team. Third month, I already running in appointment, and then the fourth month, I already started to run, you know, like, well, office. And then before that, you know, like, well, ongoing. Before I become an owner, I already started to run a campaign. You know, like, and when I become an owner, I already started to run a location. And then when I, you know, I always have something to look forward to learn and to run. When I run a location, I started to run a division, you know, I started to run a project itself. I started to test new project. I started to change project. You know, I started to put myself running, going to different country. I started to set out a new country. I started to learn how to take out a shit country that being, you know, like, well, ruled by other people, and then I still got to pick it up. You know, I always put myself into a position to learn something new. So this is what it means by, you know, like, well, always learn doing something different. Okay. So celebrating success doesn't mean that you think you are good enough. Okay. So let me tell you, I always believe, you know, celebrate every little success. Why? Because it's so important to know how to celebrate success. You celebrate success, you are happy, you know, and you will remember. When you remember happy things, you will continue to do it. You continue to do it. Okay. So unless you are just slack and stop pushing right after that. So the difference between people that is like complacent and contentment is like complacent is after they celebrate their success, they think that they can go relax, like for a long period of time. People that in on contentment is different because they after they celebrate their success, they feel more motivated and then they want to achieve even more because they want to do bigger celebration. So think about it over the years of TIG, we from Paramount to One Org to TIG now, we celebrate, our celebration is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. We never once that it gets smaller. Okay? So now, share with you 4 points that, how to prevent complacency. How to prevent. Now is how to prevent. And one of book hit third floor, go missing any. Okay? How to prevent complacency. Point number 1, have many goals. So why is so important to have so many goals? Because when you hit one of the goals, and then you got other goals to go for. So like for me, I will share I got 3,000 over goals. I will have endless goal to hit. When I have endless goal to hit, complacency and Terrence Day, that complacency, it doesn't exist in my dictionary. Because I got 3,000 over goals to hit. How to be complacent? Okay, that's point number 1. Point number 2, when you feel you are the best in your group, time to hang out from a different group. When you are best in the room, okay, try to find another room. So I know that, in my industry, that, I'm one of the top guys, here, but doesn't mean that I'll be complacent because, ever since I get myself advanced to become an SP, I already started to get myself out from the business to go and learn from different people in different industry doing different things. Okay, this is what happened. So what about you? If you are already the best TL in your crew, then are you going to just hang on there? No, there's a reason why you never break through. You need to start to go and look for STL, look for assistant owner, look for other people. So I remember I'm an owner, I am a new owner back then. I started to learn from all the people that across all the different countries, around the world. So like even today, like right now the situation, the Europe team, right? The first person they call in Asia to run a call for them is me. Okay, they contacted me, through Facebook Messenger, and I told them that okay, you want to make arrangement, you talk to Simon, and Simon made an arrangement. And after that, the person, tell me that can I have the contact of the rest of the SP in Asia? So I passed them the contact. So I know that the first person that they look for is me. So like, and I started to question myself. Am I being, complacent by thinking that why? No, I think the one of the key thing is like here is like on because I hang out with them. They know me because I built a relationship out with them. Comparable to the rest. I think so. Okay. Point number 3, ask yourself, have you achieved your purpose and goal yet? Or you just part of a milestone? Remember, having a checklist, having a checkpoint for you to review where you are. Just like if you're running a marathon is a 42 click. So like, you got to remember while you're running, your body getting tired all the time. And then you wanted to stop, you want to give up. And a lot of time is like you checking your checkpoint there, okay, so now maybe I'm already on 5 click. Even that you're already on 10, but you tell yourself you're on 5. You're maybe on 20, you already tell yourself you're on 15. Like you're just gonna tell yourself you got to go for more, got to go for more. This when come to the point number 1 is that how many goals that you have. So after having a lot of goals, you got to always check. You got to always check the checkpoint there, where you are now and how many goals that you achieve. Okay. Point number 4, and that's the best way to do it is always go back to your mentor for review and set next focus and action point. So this is why we're having a lot of session called one-on-one. One-on-one is when you start to, talk to someone that can help you to achieve your goal. 6 points, 6 points to a goal, 6 points to hit a goal. One of the key points is like, getting people that know how to help you, getting the help from people that can help you to achieve the goal. So like there's the best way is like go back to your mentor. Your mentor will be the one that will be very interested to help you to assist you to achieve like all your goals. Okay, cool. So like this is today's topic. You ever have any question, we do around a 10 minutes question that well for everyone. I run the call now for an hour already. Just running a topic like this already an hour. If you have any question, you can just unmute and then you can just ask. Okay.
Hi, Titi. Titi? Hello? Hi, Titi. Oh, can I ask
Ask.
you? Okay. We always talk about rewarding ourselves. Okay, we talk about rewarding ourselves and playing our own game to not compare. So how do we push other people who cannot work under pressure?
Well, I don't push people that don't work, cannot work under pressure. I keep on look for other more people that work with. So, you know, I will help the people to understand, like well, to help them achieve what they want. People that don't work well under pressure is maybe there's a reason behind because they are not comfortable with it, or maybe they are not, like well, they don't know, they don't have a direction what they want. That's why they don't want to do extra mile. You know, I think people that don't work well under pressure, I think that is a statement that I don't really agree. It's like most people is that they cannot find if they don't work well under pressure and they're still in the business, then there's something wrong. Because in here we're having pressure. I know actually in life you have pressure all the time. So like even in any work, any industry that you are in. But I want a key thing that if you wanted to help people like this, like well, to help them to identify out their purpose and goals, and then or then second point is like, go and work with other people. Don't keep yourself hanging on to one person. This is a question that, like, to individual that always wanted to, like, you wanted to help one person to get to leader, only start your second leader. Actually, it doesn't work that way. In my fourth week in the business, I really have four first gen. When I have my fourth first gen, it's only that week I have my fourth first gen, only my first gen get advanced to become a leader, and then I still need to work with the rest. So if you ask me, I continuously having a lot of first gen ongoing to learn the skill on how to advance different people. Not only just working with one person. And I really don't understand. I think maybe like some of you are quite young. That's why you don't really know how to help yourself to know how to have, like, well, more, like, well, create more opportunity or more ways to help yourself do better. The best way is always remember this, like, well, is to help yourself, to do more than the rest, like get yourself more first gen, to train them. And a question like this would not exist because you will not focus on one. That's why I need so many first gen owners. If somebody is complacent, then I just jump to the next one. I don't want to waste my time. Next.
Thank you. Hi, Titi. How do you have the self-realization that you're not being complacent?
Can you repeat again?
How do you have the self-realization that you're being complacent and not contented?
You mean me, or you're asking me to share with you
For
topic? I
myself.
mean, like, for yourself. So you just follow the point that I give you. Lor. So see that, like, well, you are in which category. Or you can go and talk to like your mentor, like people like Jeremy, or even you go to Simon, they're able to tell you that are you complacent or not.
So it's constantly hang out with the right people.
Yeah,
And then,
so they will remind you for sure, definitely.
okay, thank you.
IDT, how do you actually manage your own expectation and push for more during when you are complacent?
You mean me or for you?
For you.
For me, you know, like what I already told you in the topic just now. Complacent doesn't exist in my dictionary because I always understand, you know, like whatever I know now, it's just like, you know, it's like a beginner. I always treated myself that, you know, like, well, if I'm the best in this room, that means I got another room to go. I need to find the next group. And I'll tell you, I will never be the best in the world. I will never be the best, you know, in the industry. I'll never be the best, you know. Like, if you ask me complacent, I don't even know how to answer you, you know. Like, well, Parents' Day is complacent. It doesn't exist because I will keep going. You know, I'll be very contented, super contented. It's like maybe I seeing you one day become an SP. I think I'll tell you that maybe at that day, maybe I'll be very complacent. I don't know, man. You know, like, I can't think of, you know, like any, you know, like how I help myself. If you see me not working hard, means I'm complacent. I don't think that, you know, like, well, any of the people that around me that will ever say that, you know, I'm not working hard at all. I don't think so lah. If you feel I'm not working hard, you let me know, okay? Thanks. Think sure you understand it.
Thank you, DT.
We have one question here.
Oh, so how do you differentiate between complacent and confident?
Okay? Okay, maybe you all should listen to the video one more time. You know, just now I already mentioned about it. I am confident to do the thing, but you know, like, well, I will not be complacent, you know, like, well, to how do you differentiate? Okay, I'm confident with myself that I will give my best, but I will not be complacent that, you know, like, well, every time I give my best, I will able to achieve the same result. If you like feel that, you know, like, well, no worry lah. I only do this much, I able to get it done. I'll tell you, the honest truth is, even though every time I run the office, I might not, you know, like, well, able to give the same result out every time. Some officers I need more time, some officers I need lesser time. So the difference is like, regardless whether I need more time or I hit it in a shorter time period of time, I don't feel that, you know, it's on the complacent part that I need to look at. I always remind myself that what I can work on is like, I always being confident, I will give my best. You got it? So I think, you know, I'll never have a chance, you know, like, or maybe you should be, you know, like, well, think of this way, you know, you are confident in what you are doing, but you're confident of what you know is only maybe it's a level 3 of what I know. My confidence of what I know, maybe it's only like 50% of what James is. So that's why it doesn't, you know, like, well, I'm confident, but doesn't mean that I'll be complacent. Okay? Any more other question?
IDT.
Yes.
Oh,
If it's not, I'm going to drop off already.
my question is
because
how do you be competitive but still having to play your own game?
Okay. Being competitive is like when you hit the field, then, you know, like, well, you competitive to do more sales to encourage the rest to do well. You know, I'm being competitive is like, if Salesforce for the past 10 years do not have Terrence Day exist, I'll tell you, maybe today where the Salesforce will not grow to whatever it is. Because of me, you know, like being so competitive, I able to inspire a lot of people, you know, like, well, to do well. So how to play your own game? I'm competitive, but I am going with my own game plan. I'm not being competitive to compete with other people. I'm being competitive, like because I have my own goals and direction that I wanted to hit. That's why I'm competitive.
Okay, thank you, Titi.
Hello. Why do people get complacent even without achieving much?
How to not being complacent without achieving much? Again?
Oh. Off the audio, off the audio. But if you don't hear, you will. Look first, no last. Okay. Ask again.
Again?
Sorry, why do people still feel complacent even without achieving much?
Because they don't know what they want, because their upbringing, their environment doesn't help them to understand that, what can they have, or maybe like, a lot of time it's like, I tell you, a lot of time it's because they do not, believe what they can do more. They do not have a chance to be in an environment that achieving more. So they never see the big picture. Like, like, uh, like the frog in the well, they're always very contented because they feel that, from the well, they can see the sun through the hole. That is already the world. So like this is when they feel like complacent. They doesn't want to get out from the well and then go and see something else. Like if you ask me, thank God that I always have a lot of chance and opportunity to see a lot of different things. That like I always see that, like, well, what other people can achieve more. I'm not comparing with them, but I see the possibility. That's why I always share with you that if you do not see any possibility in yourself, then look at me, look at your owner. What's the possibility in them? What they have achieved for themselves. Okay?
Yeah, I got a question. How do you change, like, what's the difference between being satisfied and being contented with where you are?
Again, sorry.
How do you find the difference between being satisfied and being contented with where you are? How do you find what's next?
How do I find the what's next? Okay, I already shared it. Okay, please mute. Okay, how do I find, like, well, what's next for me is like, first of all, I would not having the word dissatisfied on myself, because the reason is, if I not, I'll be crazy to feel dissatisfied. If I'm not happy with something that I feel that I didn't do good enough, I will continue to work harder to get it done. Okay, it's within my choice. Okay, that's number one. So number two is that how do I make sure that I always have the next thing to go for too? It all started off having the goal list that I had. I had 3,000 over things that I wanted to look forward to. So, like when I achieve one, like, well, maybe I achieve this A, but this A is only my B 10%. So in order to achieve the B, I need to achieve 10A in order to achieve the B. So how to be complacent like this? So like for example, I don't know what, like, well, because I don't know a lot of you well, so I don't know what you guys really want. So like, if you ask me that, if you give me an example, like I give you an example of one of the things that like, I really love cars, but the thing is that do I really need so many cars? No, but I know very well. So should I save all my money for 5 years and then before I never buy any car and straight away jump to like my favorite car? Like for example, start straight away jump to Mercedes, like G class. Like the wagon, the G class, like, well, the G63. To me it's like, no, maybe I should have just try, like that's what I'm doing now. I try a GLE of Mercedes, before maybe I'll go to a Range Rover, before I'll go there, I will hit that. So that is like go one, go two, go three. This is my A goal, a G class. Then I go for my A1 first. So I need to try this first, and then I go and do this, and then I go and do this. And this is already three goal. You know, that is like category 1, category 2, category 3, get going. And if you ask me, like, well, even until now, there's a lot. Even at all my goals, I have category in all my goals. But when I talk about this, I'm very thankful also for this COVID-19, the virus situation. Because this period of time really got me to think that, like, well, I feel so happy that actually, oh my God, you know what? There are actually a lot more things that I can go for in life, not only just whatever that I said. Maybe after this COVID-19, I will increase my goal share, to 4,000. It's not really 3,000 anymore. For example, what can I do, the next time when this situation happen again? What would I do? Is it going to be like Cristiano Ronaldo, bring the family to an island, isolate themselves? Which I think is pretty cool. So, or would I able to own a place like a mini palace? So like even we need to quarantine ourselves, we'll get our best buddy, we get our best friends, we get our partners and their family to come and stay within my mini palace or come and stay within my mini village. So I make sure that my village, all the entrants that coming in already, they make sure that it's already quarantined. Everybody coming in already checked, certified, it's all clean. So that place that we're able to hanging out together, and then we are very sure that we are all is clean, we have no virus, but we can all stay put together. How about that? It's like it's another bigger goal that I'm thinking that it's so fun. Well, during this period of time of quarantine, that are locked down in Malaysia, I have 2 of my people that is with me in my house. So what about if touch wood, fuck it, I doesn't want it again. But if it happened again the next time, it's like whatever COVID-25 or COVID-96, or whatever they call it, the next time. Okay. So like, well, maybe I have a fucking country that's free from all disease, a piece of land that I can accommodate 5,000 population. Oh shit, having an island on my own. Island own an island is one of my big goals that I've been running for so long. Same thing as my private jet as well. But do I really want to have it? No, maybe no. But if I can have it, would I mind? I don't mind. Well, I think it'll be pretty interesting. Okay. Any more other question? So well, any last question to go to?
Hello, Titi.
Let's go ahead.
Ask, how should we not be contented with our time being spent? Like now we have a lot of time.
You mean me or you?
Hello?
Yeah, you mean me or you?
Wait. How should we not be contented with our time spent?
Oh. Have you arranged, well, okay, have you hit your goal? Have you hit your target? Have you get a side advance? If you have not get a side advance, have not hit your target, how it is, well, why would you want to be contented with what you have achieved with your time? Because you think that you are young. Think about it. Success and age, it's not relevant. Success and age doesn't relevant. Okay, a person can be very young and very experienced and able to achieve success. It's all within themselves. Some people in a year they read 5 books. Some people in a month they read 5 books. So that you tell me that is why the person can read 5 books in a month, because they are not complacent, they are not contented, because they feel that their knowledge is not enough. That's why they keep on learning more. Some people, well, in the month, they spend like 20 days, with their mentor. Some people they spend 2 days. Why some of your owner, why some of the owners, when I ask them to join me to hang out with me, they fly almost immediately come to me. So like, because they understand, you know, like, well, a session, in every session, maybe they learn just that little bit. The little bit accumulate over a long period of time, they become a lot more. So like, I'm very confident that, you know, with some of them, like people like Rodney, you know, like Jerry, you know, like, well, they have been doing this for the past 1 year plus 18 months. You know, I'm seeing that, you know, like the growth of, you know, like Jerry as an organization, as a person, you know, it's like I can see that, you know, the difference in him by him hanging out, you know, from time to time and get to where he is now. So if you ask me, you know, how to not be contented with yourself, you know, with your time, you know, like, well, Jerry need to put in a lot of money to keep on flying to Malaysia or flying to whatever I want him to fly on to. You know, Jerry need to put in the time, you know, because he know he want to spend time with me, he got to spend also time with his team. So he got to spend a lot of time to be able to come, you know, like, well, for both sides. He's continuously sharing with his team and he continuously learning from me. So this is when the extra thing that he need to do. But how many people willing to do that? So this is a question mark. And you know, like sometimes I'm so like a bit upset, you know, with Singapore team. It's like for Singaporean to fly up to Malaysia or come to Malaysia is so easy. It's so cheap. You know, one of the best, you know, like example that you all have there is like, you know, the owner partner Chin Hui. Chin Hui is the only one that keep on texting me that, can I hang out with you next Friday? I come to Malaysia. Can I hang out with you? You know, it's I'm very, very impressed, you know, with her intention. You know, I want to tell you, I don't know whether she's on the call. If she's not on the call, it doesn't matter. Because the key thing is that, you know, her desire is so strong that I already knowing that she's on the path, on the journey to get successful, to be successful. Okay? So like the reason why I did not set the arrangement for her to hanging out yet is because I wanted her to started to learn more basic, you know, like thing, you know, like there is still a lot for her to pick up from Jeremy. The moment she have reached Jeremy 80%, if Jeremy allowed that, you know, like, well, you know, like it only would, if now she's like 50% of Jeremy, okay, if she can become 80% of Jeremy is when Jeremy stop learning. If Jeremy keep on learning, she always will be on 50% if she keep on going the way. If she wanted to achieve even more compared to, you know, like, well, to reach 80%, so she need to run faster, you know, like, well, compared to Jeremy, that, you know, like, well, to get going. Because really no point for me to be with the team that, you know, you have not learned. If you learn, you say, learn A to Z. If you only learn A to F, but you have not learned the rest, you straight away want to come to me and learn X, W, X, W, X, Y, Z. What's the point? Because you're going to miss the middle part. Okay? G, H, L, or whatever, you know, is you miss the middle part. So like, you know, but I will tell you, that's why I see some old owners, they're really putting in a lot of effort on this, investment in this. They invest because they want to be better. So it's just that for me, the way how I guide my people, my team, my partners is this. I don't want the learning to be just so like, you know, just sitting down, asking me questions, you know, like I share with them, that's it. Just listen. You know, the sharing is the hanging out, the sharing is got to be like, you know, more interactive through a session, through a hangout, through some activity we do together, how we learn how to be a better person in a lot of different ways, how to have better common sense, how to have higher EQ, emotional intelligence. It's not about the skill set of how to build a better team. How to build a better team, how to build a better business is always how to build a better version of yourself. If you wanted to be good, you know, like, well, you want to run a better business, you got to be better for yourself. You want to be a better version of yourself. This is when you started to build a bigger team and again going from there. Okay, next. This is when some of you did not mute.
How do you stop the habit of you initially have the drive to start something, but in the middle, right, you tend to give up and then you just stop doing it?
Oh, how to stop that? You know, like, well, I mean, if you ask me how to stop that, you know, like, well, first of all, I want you to understand it's very common. I still remember when I'm all the way until 30 years old, I always doing this. I start something and then I stop halfway. I start something, I stop halfway. Because I feel that, you know, like I always feel that, you know, maybe I do another thing, you know, like it's more interesting. So it's only when I started to come to join the business, you know, I help myself with this. In order not to be boring, in order not to give up on whatever I'm doing, so I always need to set the next benchmark. So I always make sure that I have something to look forward to. I clear stage one, level one. I'm ready to go to level two. I ready to go to level three. I go to level five. I mean, like, there is something. Like, oh, we'll here. You have a leader, you have TL, you have STL, you have assistant owner, you have owner partner, you have owner, you have promoting owner, you have SPO, you have organization head, you have SP. You fucking have at least a 10 level for you to go through. You know, like, well, so what's there to give up when you can't even reach the stage one as a team leader? Okay? So like, you know, like if it's something to look forward to, that will always be great. Okay, guys, you know, like last question. Last question, huh?
Hi, Kitty. So,
Hi.
how do you actually change? Huh? How do you change the mindset of being complacent?
How do I change the mindset being complacent? You're asking me how to change the mindset of complacent. Correct? You know, if that's really the question, right? That's why the call forward. You know, well, so how to change that? Go and listen to this call for 10 times. Then you understand. You know, I know that you are pretty new. You know, you must be a new leader in the office. So, you know, I remember when I'm young, when I during school time, when my teacher tell me the same formula, the first time the teacher tell me the formula, I don't get it. You know, honestly, for me, until today, I still don't get the formula. You know, the reason is because I listened to the first time and then I ignored it already. I never revisit the question and try to solve it and understand it and try to solve it. That's why it's always the same. That's why I'll never understand. So the reason why I want all my call to be recorded, you know, like to be able to replay, is when you continuous to listen. Maybe today the first time that you hear this, you know, out of the things that I share, you only get 10%. After you listen to the second time, you get 20%. After you get another, you know, well, another 5 more times, then you get 50%. So this, the more that you listen to, then you get yourself to be better. So like another point that I can share with you, how not to be complacent. What is there to be complacent about, to be honest? You know, if Terrence Day is not even complacent, what is there for any one of you to be complacent? I'm not saying that I'm big deal. I only achieve, we all walk this same journey, being a BA. So I walk from a BA to be where I am. So like if you are still a BA as a leader, there is so much more for you to achieve. What are you waiting for? If you have together with me wish to become an SP and then you ask me that, you know, like, well, hey, how not to be complacent now? We are all both SP now. That is an answer that I cannot give you because I don't know. This one, hopefully that one day someone, you know, maybe it's Jerry, maybe it's Ronnie, maybe it's Jeremy, you know, like, we'll be sitting down together, or Elroy, you know, like, we'll be sitting down together and saying, hey, TT, what's next, man? We're all SP. But I tell you that they won't come. It's not they won't become an SP. They won't come because I will not allow that they to come. Even before they become an SP, I have another 5 more level for them, created 5 more level for them to hit. So now, can we started to go into other businesses? You know, can we started to invest? You know, how to build, you know, well, you know, a building for ourselves. how to invest, you know, well, in different things, how to get ourselves into other industry, how to get ourselves to do something else. Even today, I really started to do that. But I can tell you, right, it's really thank God. Thank God last year, you know, all the plan that I have, you know, like, I never put it through. Because if I put it through, you know, like now we are facing this, it's like, oh my God, holy fuck, you know, you're gonna be shit. So like, you know, like, well, so everything happened for a reason. Yeah, thank you very much. That's why, you know, when you do a lot of good thing, the good thing will come back to you. And remember, if I last year I die go and open another 2 more locations, now I tell you, I really die here. So thank God I didn't. Okay, guys, you know, thank you very much. You know, like, well, we will come on, you know, to the call, you know, next up again very, very soon. So, like, you know, if you have a topic, you know, it's better for me so I can run. If you wanted to ask Q&A, you're going to get yourself more ready. I don't want you all to ask questions that, you know, like so randomly, you know, out of the blue. You know, like, well, I want you, one of the things that you must have with yourself is always be prepared. Okay, guys, I love you. You know, well, see you soon. Please take care, stay healthy in Singapore. Love you. Ciao.
Thank you, TT.
Thank you.